Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and we are back. Okay, we are back. Now, my other camera, I ain't charged her up. Okay, listen, I just came from teaching my step class. If you've been following me for a while, you know they like to stay in there all night, child. And I came home to my brother and sister-in-law over here. They in here playing cards with my husband. Had a spread of food, so I had to eat before I came on in here. Okay, so I had to have a little laugh and chuckle or two before I came up on here. So excuse me, I'm late. Okay, first of all, it's live late as hell, and I'm late. So I wanted to come on here and talk about, give my little ragged ass opinion about the Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine. Okay, so yesterday I was up late as heck, like I normally am, and I saw that actually it was earlier today. I believe, that Monique Samuels posted that the whole situation was she wants to apologize to Stacey. She wants to do a whole live about it. We're gonna get into the things, okay? We're gonna get into the things because I'm just gonna tell y'all flat out what I believe. And we're going to go into the evidence of it all, okay? My friend is here. What's up, Sweet P724? She says, hey, friend, came to give my like before I go to bed. I know that's right because it is late, sis. I totally understand. But thank you so much for being here. You know I love you, okay? So let me tell y'all this, all right? Real Housewives of Potomac, let's just say first and foremost, we did not need 3 parts. The entire season was a snooze fest. This entire reunion was a complete snooze fest, okay? And let me tell you why. Kay, you are the one that did all of this. It was very evident when you kept on trying to break into the conversation. Let me explain this to y'all. The entire season, Gizelle and Ashley, with whom Gizelle has no package because you have no life, you have nothing going on. You should be worried. You didn't get first seat and you have no package. And Andy didn't even address it when you said you had no package. He didn't say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't even know how we did that. He didn't do any of that. He gave no F's. Okay. So no package, no flute. You might not even, ma'am, it's giving friend of vibes. Okay. It's very much giving friend of vibes. The whole, in a nutshell, this whole storyline about Stacey and Chris Samuels was a flop. It was a blop, a bloop, a nothingness. Okay? It was a waste of our time. The fact of the matter is, Monique doesn't give a shit about Chris. Okay? She divorced him. She doesn't want to be with him. She's over here frolicking in the land of love with her ex-co-worker, allegedly. I don't know what's going on, but she has moved on, doesn't care. Gizelle and Ashley and crew, okay? Kiana in tow. All right. And Angel, go ahead. Let me talk to you for a second because you come on in here. Come on in the room because you involved too. Okay. They were banking on Monique being angry about Stacey dating Chris Samuels. So they thought, here we go. Here's a storyline. Okay. Ashley's like, let me ease on down the road and find Monique, get her in here. Let's get her angry at Stacy. So now all of us can pounce on Stacy. Okay. Now, if Monique is arguing with her, now we have some chops here. But they were fooled because Monique didn't give two shits about Chris. Okay. But they were like, well, we already kind of sunk our teeth into this, so we got to keep sticking. We got to stick with it. So now Monique coming back as a get-wit because, I mean, sorry, not sorry. Monique, you came back as a people pleaser, okay? You know what you said you healed yourself from? Instead of pleasing Chris and doing everything to be every woman for him, which I believe you did in the beginning of the relationship to show him that you better than all the other chicks he was dating, and you beat out the other broads and married them and had his kids, and then it just got boring for you, and then you fell out of love. Sorry, that happened. Okay. But now you're trying to people please these people on the show so you can get back full time, so you can promote your incense. Because as a friend, you can't really do all the things promoting your products and your essential oils and all that stuff like you was doing full time before. And as we know, in a Carlos King production, you ain't gonna get the eyes and ears on you that you're gonna get over here on Bravo. So she's like, I'm not really trying to come on here and let these people think I give two shits about this man because I done divorced him because I don't want to be with him. If I wanted to be with him, I would be with him. So I really don't give no fucks about who he going on dates with. Let's make that clear. Okay. I believe Monique I believe she truly does not care who Chris is dating if he was dating somebody, right? Okay. Let's put that on the pedestal. There's that. So the ladies of this show had their whole storyline built around Monique potentially being angry about Stacy. Now, let's go to the text messages. So Stacy and Monique says, well, you showed me text messages where y'all were communicating. Correction, Stacy showed you text messages where Chris was trying to communicate with her, and it didn't show her talking back to him. That lady said that they were not on a date. They were in a group setting, okay? And it very much looked like she was just sitting next to him. He was there. They may have exchanged numbers or whatever, so to potentially see what could happen, right? And maybe, just maybe, Stacy toyed with the idea of, you know what? Maybe we can get Monique back on the show and I can create some drama and act like I'm dating her man. I don't think that's I am not against Stacy being the type to conjure up some drama or fake like, oh, well, I didn't really date him, but maybe if it looks like I dated him, it could conjure up some conversation on the show. She's not above that. Okay. But Stacy now has her man back. She got her husband back. So she's not tripping off of anything with any man. Now, do I believe Stacy lied about TJ and their relationship and all that? Absolutely. But I believe that Stacy came into this season. I don't believe that she is the person that they're trying to make her out to be. I think that she lied about TJ. So Gizelle and Ashley have absolutely nothing to talk about because Ashley, we don't give two shits about your mama and her husband and how much you hate your stepdaddy. Your story left when Michael left you. Okay. There's that. We don't care about Uncle Lump and listen, they nice. I'm glad that your family is supporting you, and not to say that there always has to be drama for us to care about. It's just not authentic. It feels like you're trying to push negativity to the forefront, like you're hiding behind other people's stuff to make you interesting. And we're just not that into it. We're just not. If you came on the show authentically, like, listen, this is my life. I take care of my kids. I do yoga and I do TikToks. You came on the show and dumped that little boy on camera and you still over here bed dancing with him. You embarrassed him on national TV and you still fucking with him. You wasted his time and ours. Now, Kiana, let me get on over here with your little angry ass, okay? Kiana, you full of shit. And Jazzy, so are you, okay? Jazzy, you're corny and you're a clown. You and Kiana doing theatrics, going back and forth because Jazzy wants so bad to be a full-time housewife. And baby, it's not happening. Baby, it's not happening. You're not interesting. I don't care that you are actually a wife now. I don't give two fucks about what you're talking about. When you sat at that table on that trip and did all those theatrics, I cringed. And you're sitting up here with a bouquet of roses around your neck, looking dumb as hell. You look like the Garden of Eden. Girl, take you and your stems and ride off somewhere. No. And you look thicker than a snicker and you look stuffed in this dress. Okay? How about stop recording people? And let's try to, keep ourselves healthy. Let's do some workouts. Let's do that because you too busy bumping your gums. You need to do something else. Okay? And that's all I'm going to say about that. Jazzy, you're a waste of time. I don't even want to see you as a friend now. Kiana, what I think you did is I believe that you called Cookie and told her, oh, Monique is back on the show. Ashley actually got her back on the show. So let's try to get some drama because, Chris ain't going to be on the show. So we're going to need to get some drama. What drama do you have where it comes to her? Because I believe Kiana developed a relationship with Cookie because Cookie is close to Karen and Kiana is cool with Karen. Okay? So let's make that very clear. Now, the Love and Marriage DC crew has already said that Cookie is a damn liar, and Cookie is the type of person. She was fake so close to Chuck Brown's family or whatever, and she tries to get in the spotlight all the time and actually pretended like she was close with Chuck Brown and the family and stuff. And the Sun came out. The Sun was actually on a season of Ready to Love. Okay. I believe it's Chuck Brown Jr. And he was like, we don't fool with that lady. Okay. So Cookie wants to be seen. That's just all this is. So I believe Cookie has an affinity for Chris. So she's going to do whatever and this is all alleged in my opinion. Okay. I believe Cookie is going to do whatever she can do to try to be around Chris and act like she's a resource of sharing information with him. I think that Chris still is in love with Monique. I think that Chris is trying to hurt Monique. I think that he doesn't want her to be on the show. He don't want her to be able to tell her side of, I think he's tired of her running around telling everybody how unhappy she was and how she was just simply miserable. Chris, just get online and say how you was miserable. I don't know. I don't really give a damn. If really you doing all this cease and desist shit, I think that Chris knew that Monique, one of the kids, because we're going to talk about it. Apparently, it's confirmed that was the voice. What Monique played in episode 3 of the reunion part 3, was one of the children's voices. Okay. Here's what I believe was said. Now, clearly we couldn't hear the recording. I believe that one of the children may have said, oh, Daddy was talking to somebody on the phone and a lady named Stacy's name came up and, so-and-so said that Stacy probably said that, we were going to be recorded for the show or whatever. I don't believe that it was concrete. I believe it was purposely said in a way for one of the children to go back to Monique and say something about Stacy so that they can validate this whole cockamamie bullshit backdoor story that they done made up. The way that Kiana kept on, let me say this, Kiana, you're not even a good liar. You were bumping your gums while Monique is trying to land the plane for you. You should have just shut the fuck up. But you don't know how to do that. You always fucking mumbling. Fucking mumbles. Always mumbling and talking shit. You're such a disappointment. And no, Greg is never going to marry you. Period. So you over here shoveling, you want to be a housewife, you want to remain a housewife so bad, but you're not housewife material, sis. But you talking to Cookie and y'all conjuring up stories and bullshit over here, going back and forth with Chris, trying to cause problems with Monique. But y'all were banking on Monique being mad about Stacey potentially dating Chris, and y'all lost y'all ace in the hole when she didn't give a fuck. But y'all was so knee deep in the bullshit with hating Stacey and trying to haze her that you had to go along with the story. Or Monique ain't gonna help us, so we just gonna keep on keeping on with it. Lillian Pickney 376 says, "Hello, Shay Renee. What's up? What's up? How you bees? Thank you so much for joining." So y'all, I'm going to play. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to play some videos. Ashley actually did a podcast. And she revealed that it was, in fact, one of the children. That was the recording that Monique played. Okay. And like I said, I don't believe that one of the children said it in a way that states specifically that Stacey called daddy and told him blah, blah, blah. I don't think that was what it was. Okay. So I just think that this is all just a case of telephone, literally. Let's watch.
So what we heard on that recording was essentially that there had been confirmation.
Let me know if y'all can hear the video in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear the video. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear the video. I paused it for now, but I'm about to play it.
From one of Monique's children that he or she, because she has a daughter and 2 sons, someone had heard their father speaking to someone and asked, "Who is Stacey?" Mind you, they have no idea what the show is going on. Right. They don't have any idea of all of that, but somehow they had heard this name and asked Monique about it. And unfortunately, there's a lot of legality right now with what Monique is going through, so she couldn't share it, which really sucks. But when we all heard it, when I tell you jaws were on the floor, baby.
All right, so shout out to No Chaser TV.
So what we heard on that recording was essentially.
Shout out to No Chaser TV and the reality rundown for this. It says Ashley Darby is currently live at the reality rundown's TRR Live DC. Apparently she was live 2 days ago. And it says TRR Live DC reunion watch party, and she is spilling the tea. Here she reveals the alleged audio played by Monique Samuels at the reunion. So clearly the audio is, him asking who is Stacey or what did Stacey say or whatever. It didn't say, "Oh, I'm dating Stacey," or "Oh, Stacey said that the children are filming." Like, stupid. It's stupid. But let's look at Monique's child. We're gonna see these messages. I'm not gonna play the audio because I don't want to copyright strike. And I don't want to have it on screen too long. It says, she writes, "A lot of time has passed since the reunion was filmed, and after gaining more info since then, I don't believe Stacey had anything to do with any of this bullshit. I'll probably go on IG at some point this week and give y'all the entire story. I haven't watched the reunion episodes yet, so let me catch up and get back to you, but I at least wanted to clear her name of all of it." Monique, girl, okay? Monique Samuels clears Stacey Rush's name and says she had nothing to do with the receipts shown at the reunion about Stacey allegedly telling Chris Samuels that the kids were filming. Now, Monique, I believe that you knew that was a bunch of bullshit. I think that you at the time I think that you have listened to the audience. I think that you have seen that we believe that you're a flip flopper and a people pleaser. So now you want to try to change your image and you don't want people to think that you're over here riding for the green eyed bandit and her minions. Okay. You don't want people to believe that you're trying to be one of her minions and you over here trying to be messy with Ashley. I believe that you thought about it just like Angel thought about it. Angel came and Angel, I'm gonna get in your ass in a minute. You came on the show wanting to be kumbaya and apologetic and all this, that, and the third. Okay. This anybody could see that this is a scheme that was set up by Cookie and daggone Kiana. It's very clear. Because why on earth? Why on earth? Okay. Why? Just why? Why would Stacy risk messing up what she has going on with her husband? And I believe that they already remarried again, or I don't know if they listen. The people said there's court documents to say they actually got a divorce. I think that she is with her man, Mr. Audi extraordinaire. She is not fucking with with no damn Chris Samuels, okay? And that ain't worth a storyline for her. Period. But Monique, listen, you came on here, girl. You need some more healing from the people pleasing. I don't think that you're done. I don't think that you fully healed from that. But don't even go live. Don't even go live because I think you always knew that this was a hoax. I do. Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, y'all, let's look at some of this other footage. Jazzy recording people's damn phone calls. Because, bitch, why is you doing that? Jazzy says, when I heard this phone call is being, Jazzy Harris says, when I heard this phone call is being recorded, I was the one who asked Stacy what that was and immediately told her not to say anything. I asked if it was her phone. She said no and asked if it was mine. I checked, realized it was my phone and turned it off right away. First of all, you probably thought that she wasn't going to hear the damn phone say this phone call is being recorded. That's what you thought. Because in the past, you could record people's phone calls and they wouldn't know. Now they getting in that ass, okay? It ain't anonymous no more when you being out here being sneaky and slick. Okay? You wasn't expecting the damn iPhone to snitch on your ass. That's what it was. But she probably got two phones and probably recording people like that. Now that she know that it's going to tell on her. Jazzy also says the part that wasn't shown is what actually happened. Wendy and Stacy were muted when Angel acknowledged she knew she was on speakerphone. I won't accept false or defamatory claims being made about me to create a narrative. Proof was there and didn't air. Not a single one of them have ever said anything that will warrant me to record them. It's weird. And that was not their true response at the reunion. They were on mute when I proved Angel knew she was on speaker per Wendy and Stacy's request. Listen. I don't fuck with motherfuckers that's recording my damn phone calls. That's why I don't say shit to people that I don't give a fuck about them repeating. Okay. And I don't talk to people that I don't trust. There's very few people that know too much of my damn personal business. Okay. And that is definitely by design because there's some crazy ass people out here that do crazy shit. And there's a lot of people that they're very one-sided about stuff. And child, listen, that's another story for another damn day. But Jazzy, girl, you full of shit. Okay, period. Here's Mumbles, aka Kiana. At this point, is getting obsessed. This level of desperation is beyond messy. It's despicable. I have never been confused about my role in my man's life. From day one, I knew about his children. You will never see his ex popping up in matching pajamas with his kids while I'm claiming him because I've always known exactly where I stand. I've been on this show for 3 years and have never had an off timeline. We are gainfully employed, emotionally grounded, and living a happy, cohesive family life. I've never lied for relevance, and I never lost my flute because I couldn't keep up. There will be water in my flowers at my wedding because I'm not part of anyone's security plan. I don't do back and forth. I get paid for my time. Next stop, invoices for defamation of character. Girl, get your ass out of the court. It's too many people out here wasting the goddamn court's time. Okay? It's real criminals out here that need to be prosecuted, and you motherfuckers is out here wasting the court's goddamn time. All right? Kiana, listen, just chop it up in a steak, because Jazzy is just doing all of this shit because she want to be on the show. Now, she didn't really need to do all of that to get rid of you, because you're not going to, I don't believe you're coming back anyway, because you're a snooze fest. You're boring. You're on here mumbling and saying absolutely nothing. Greg's never going to marry you. We don't really care to see Greg's corny ass. Both of y'all are corny. Kiana, you're beautiful. You're well presenting, but when you open your mouth, I give up. I give up. I give up. Because all you do is mumble and talk about a bunch of fucking nothing. You know, because like Greg, and you know, I like for front picture frames and stuff anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So you know what, me and Greg, you know what I mean, like that's my man, and like he paid for the condo, and shut the fuck up, Kiana. We don't care. We don't care. You're boring. I'm asleep. I'm snoring. Bye, Jazzy. Girl, we don't believe that Kiana stole that geekazoid man from somebody. Greg is out here trying to dress like he don't act. Buying condos for people, and child, Greg ain't got no damn money. Greg ain't got a damn dime. Okay, now if Greg bought that condo, you best believe he ain't got no fucking money to be buying her a ring. Okay, she better take something out the bubblegum machine at this point if she want to get married. And Kiana, do you want to have children? You know what? Don't even answer that. I don't give a damn. Moving on. Kiana, your flute is gone, baby. You're gonna be right over here at the unemployment line with Gizelle. Okay. And that's that on that. That is that on freaking that. Okay. But that was child, as far as the Potomac reunion, you know, they ended up part 3 talking to Wendy. Karen came out, which honestly, I know that everybody is excited that Karen is back, but it was really no point in Karen being on the reunion. You wasn't there all season. Okay. You don't want to admit that you're an alcoholic, which do I need to hear Karen say, I'm an alcoholic? I don't really give a fuck. But at the same token, I believe that Karen doesn't want to say that she's an alcoholic, because I think that she wants to put it all on the pills. And I think that she doesn't want to be judged if she ends up taking a drink with the ladies on the show. That's what I think. That's why she doesn't want to say she's an alcoholic, because she's going to have a drink. She's going to be tempted to drink around them when they go on vacation. She might be out there having a drink or two. And in her mind, it's, oh, wait, I'm not mixing it with prescription drugs this time, so I'm actually okay to drink. I feel like she's already creating ways in her head to make it okay for her to drink on camera. That's why she don't want to say I'm an alcoholic. She don't want to be like Craig over there on Southern Charm, where he said that, and now everybody, whenever he drinks a gin and tonic or whatever the hell he drinking, people gonna say, Craig, you said you was an alcoholic, but you sitting up here drinking, like, what gives? So, child, and for me, it's really a poor decision to drink around any of these hoes, because the first thing they're going to do is snitch. They're going to be like, Karen, you just went to jail for that. But she's like, I'm on vacation. I'm not driving. I can hear her making an excuse now. But Karen she doesn't have a good relationship with the truth anyway. She's always danced around shit. Always, ever since she's been on the show. That's just her zhuzh. But she's won the hearts of a lot of viewers. I mean, I like Karen personally. I've actually seen her in person. She's a beautiful woman. But yeah, I think that Karen she want to have her a little shot or two with the ladies. Shots. Her fireball shots, and she don't want nobody judging her. Okay. So yeah, there's that. Moving on. Okay. Angel, baby. The way that Kiana cut your ass off when she said, I can speak for myself, mumbling. I can speak for myself. I don't need you to say nothing because, I'm Kiana and I'm over here talking about nothing anyway. So I'm going to just keep on mumbling and not talk. Shut the fuck up. Angel, I don't want to hear shit that you got to say either because, bitch, you came on the show and you thought that you was going to be a part of the Mean Girl Brigade with these other nobody washed up assholes on this show. Okay? You thought that you was going to be friends with Gizelle and y'all was going to be laughing at Wendy together because you came on here with not, and you talking about some, I just feel like, her Encyclopedia Britannica voice. I feel like, Wendy is trying to use me as, basically saying Wendy was trying to hide behind her with all of this stuff that she got going on with this case. Now, do I believe that Wendy was trying to hide behind these ladies? No, I don't. I think that Wendy just simply didn't say anything. I think she just simply didn't bring it up. Okay. I believe Wendy was hoping and praying that the shit would just go away. I believe that Wendy felt like everybody does claims on their insurance and gets away with it. But you live in a neighborhood with a bunch of hating ass WPs. Those WPs don't want to see you and Eddie flashy, getting it, making money. You're on TV. They're like, who the fuck do these niggas think they are? And by the way, didn't they file a burglary? I didn't see anybody cat crawling through the window. Wendy, you live in Mayberry. Okay? Carroll County is fucking Mayberry. You should have known good and damn well that for y'all to be so educated and smart, y'all dumb. Eddie, it would have taken you 2 seconds to go in the room and ask her, what else should we put on here? Not emailing her, numbnuts. Why would you email her some shit that you can ask her? Hell, you could have even called her on the damn phone. I probably wouldn't did that either. But some people are extremely dumb. And those people are Eddie and Wendy, unfortunately. For y'all to be so smart. There is no way. I believe that Wendy was trying to keep up appearances on this show. I do. I believe that being on TV, there's a certain level of expectation, right? I've been on, if you've been on TV, then it's like, oh, I can't go back to, people are creatures of habit, right? Everybody can't be the dude from the Cosby Show that wasn't getting acting gigs anymore and he was now working at Harris Teeter and somebody did video of this man doing honest work and luckily for him it went viral and then now he's back acting again, so somebody gave him a role, now he's back on the crowd doing roles again. Does that happen for everybody? No. When somebody feels that they are a celebrity or they have arrived or whatever, it's hard for them to go back to modern society and do regular shit. It would totally hurt Wendy's heart to have to go back and be a professor again, even though you raved about it and talked all this shit and put everybody down with your education, which shout out to her for her education. I'll never take that away from her. Okay. But by the same token, Wendy, you and Eddie have to be more responsible and smart. You giving your mama an allowance or whatever. You over here doing renovations in your house. You buying clothes and returning them and shit. Now you doing all this shit to try to get this insurance money because you thought that this was going to be a quick grab. You didn't think, I'm not hurting nobody. No, your neighbors are nosy as fuck and they're hating on y'all. The shit just came back to you, unfortunately, and I hate that for you. I really do. I pray that Wendy do get out of this shit, because do a bunch of WPs get away with the shit? Absolutely. But that don't mean, that don't, listen. I told y'all before, people pointed out that the man that left out of what's the girl on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? The man had on Ferragamo shoes. And I believe that Kyle's house really did get robbed. But Dorit, this happened to you twice? Uh-uh. And Dorit, we seen your card get declined on the last episode. Don't think you slick. That's another one that lives beyond her means. Dorit ain't want to be fashionable until Erica was fashionable. Most people don't clock that. Dorit came on trying to be just like Erica. She was jealous of Erica because Erica was fashionable and everybody just was so woe is me about her. But I digress. I'm going on another tangent. But Wendy, you're Dorit. You've screwed the pooch at this point. You ruined it. Now, your mother and your sister is a doctor. If they love you so much, hopefully they pay your restitution so that you don't have to be in jail for too damn long. Child, a mess. Okay? A whole goddamn mess. But other than that, y'all, the reunion was a whole flop. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, Karen, you came on here to tell Wendy she need to shut the fuck up. That was probably the best thing you said, because Wendy, you are talking too much. You need to be quiet. Nothing. Now, y'all notice Wendy didn't say we didn't do this. We're innocent. She didn't say that. Her lawyer probably told her, bitch, don't get on headline, okay? Because we in enough trouble. You're in enough trouble, okay? Don't get your ass on that line, okay? Because the revolution is televised, and they will use this against you in court. And if I was her, I would have said absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, like Erica did. Erica, did y'all see Erica saying shit about that case? I can't talk about it. It's with my lawyers. You know, I am going to be proven innocent from this, and you all will see. You all will see. I had nothing to do with this. Erica was constantly letting everybody know her ass was innocent. She ain't had shit to do with Tom's crimes. And the people still coming after her to this day. To this day. But Wendy, I hope it was worth it. You over here trying to impress Gizelle's broke ass. Gizelle not getting them child support checks no more, and she thought that she was going to go over here and come over out scot free with her daddy's money. How did you think that lady, that man's wife, didn't deserve anything? And clearly your father must have loved the woman some type of way if he stayed married to her. And that storyline was such a flop that Andy didn't even care to put it in the package for you and wrap a bow up on. They wrapped a bow up on that bitch and said, we don't even need to unwrap this lackluster gift. You had no storyline this season. You ain't had no fake boyfriend. And even with Stacy, who you keep on trying to put down, Gizelle, and you keep on lying, trying to prove to be a liar, she tried to give you a storyline by trying to pull out the fact that you was dating some NFL player, but you didn't want to talk about that. You can't be private and be on national TV and doing reality TV. You just can't do it. Your little bestie that you do the podcast with got fired because she was hiding her life, and y'all was talking about it on Patreon and got paid for it. You're lucky your ass didn't get fired too, because you was right on in that Patreon with her. Guilty by proxy. Yeah, you think you're slick. The fall from grace is going to really scrape the fuck out of Gizelle's ass. It really is. Now, despite, I think, me thinking that Karen's attendance on the reunion was slightly worthless. I like Karen on the show. I think Karen creates the balance. I love how she came out and instantly was providing, oh, I wish I was here to help you ladies this season, like, or give you some guidance to the new ladies. Because Gizelle is still on the campus of Hampton University hazing folks. Gizelle is a big old, overgrown, old ass mean girl. And mean girlism at our very big age is lame. If a bitch try to bully me in my ripe age of 40, bitch, fuck you. And the hoe that raised you, okay? I will not be bullied by a bitch that I don't like. What? Are you shitting me? Especially somebody, you ain't better than me. And I don't believe nobody better than me but the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay? Gizelle, you are a lame erd. Okay? Lame as fuck. Coming on here being mean. Now, shady is another thing, but you're not even shady. You're just mean. You can't read at all. And these hoes is dumb. I would come on here and read the fuck out of Gizelle. She would be quiet. She would shut up. But yet y'all are on here trying to kiss her ass and be her best friend because you think that she's favored by the network some kind of way. But no, y'all need to come on here and make a splash. Now, Stacey, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Andy said to you, you know, sometimes people come on here and get a big head. That was him giving you a warning that season 3, we're watching you. We're going to see if it's all this hype that you're getting is really, truly worth it. You might want to not give this insinuation of these flamboyant, over-the-top stories about you, Stacey. Your next season needs to be clearly debunking the bullshit. All right. And that's that on that, y'all. As far as Angel and Monique, Monique, you totally deflect. You projected onto Angel. I believe that Angel's husband loves her. I believe Angel's husband does for their children. I think you're jealous. You're mad because Chris didn't do shit. He felt like he was making all the money. Chris was top dog on the Redskins. Okay. He played for the Washington Redskins, not the Commanders. Okay. He was the highest paid person on that team. He was team captain. He was that guy. So being that guy, he very country minded, where he's like, I just want to keep my wife barefoot and pregnant, and I'm bringing home the bacon. Very barbaric, very Fred Flintstone with clean feet. Okay. Nice cars, not running in the ground, putting around, but very much barbaric mentality. And Monique got tired of that. Monique has a big personality. She's a person that wants to be seen. And now that his career is over, she wants to be the one that's in the forefront. So I believe that in that household, it was a battle of personalities. Who's going to be the biggest, the largest? Okay. But yeah, Potomac, get it together next season because we starting not to give a fuck. This was a snooze fest season. Ashley ain't got shit going on. Giselle ain't got no package and ain't got shit going on. What's her name? Tia, you cute. You know, you can come on back, but girl, you also need to stop sniffing up Giselle's ass too. Cause and Wendy, you talking about some Karen called your mama a witch. I did want to talk about that. She didn't call your mother a witch, dummy. She talked about the fact that everybody else, she just was talking about the situation. And the situation was they called your mother a witch. She didn't, in fact, call your mother a witch. I don't understand how somebody as smart as you can infer that in that way. Or you hear it that way. That's not what she said. Oh, D is here. What's up, D? She says, "Oh my God, hi Shay. What's up? What's up?" Now I know you hate when I be coming on live this late. I'm sorry, friend. Melanin B 84 says, "I hope she don't drink around them, especially Jizzy. Girl, I hope she don't either. I really don't. But shout out to you all. Thank you so much for joining the chat, y'all. I appreciate y'all." D says, "It doesn't matter. An addict is an addict. In my opinion, she's an alcoholic. She definitely is, D. She's definitely an alcoholic, for sure. Okay." D says, "We have got to get into Southern Charm, even if it's just me and you." Oh, listen, I am going to get into Southern Charm because I am so tired. And I know y'all don't be really fooling with Craig, but the gaslighting that Vanita did, I loved the fact that Whitner was like, "But you're also not without fault." I'm tired of Vanita. I really am. Because, girl, we know what you were doing over there. And Craig clocked your tea. Now, Craig was trifling as hell in that van, talking shit. Now, also, Sally, you were patronizing him too. But we're going to get into that. I'm definitely going to talk about Southern Charm for sure. I also got to get catch up on Summer House. Melanin Beauty says, "You better get them, girl." Yeah, listen, these people, they think they got us fooled on Potomac. Like, it's very clear that y'all get together and say, "Okay, this is what we're going to do this season." And they just like, this is our story and we sticking to it. Even if it's stupid as fuck. It's given very stupid. D says, "But why nobody on the show knows how to dress or decorate?" Wendy got caught up, but I'm still 10 toes down with her. Yeah, I really want Wendy to get through this case. I really do. I really, really do want. Oh, you said Wendy ain't Dorit. She damn sure ain't. Okay. She damn sure ain't. Because Dorit done got away with the shit. Okay. Wendy ain't Dorit's color, if you catch my drift. D says, "Well, Erica a thief too, allegedly." Child. Erica over here with this story about the man putting his hands on her. Ooh, crazy. Melanin Beauty says, "I clocked it." Jizzy is lame, period. And is. Okay. D said Jizzy is not quick-witted at all. Her responses are in the confessionals after she's watched the episode. Yeah, and then she still ain't reading nobody in that. I'm like, girl, damn. You just dry. Just dry. Lee is in the building. What's up, Lee? Lee says, "Hey, Shay, yes, if I was Stacy, I would have ate Gizelle, Karen, and Ashley up. Karen got her nerves calling anybody a liar. I would have asked her, were you vindicated, Karen? Is it safe to cross the street?" And Karen was speaking of streets of Potomac, okay? Karen talking about and I'm the only one that lives in Potomac. Actually, Angel just bought a house in Potomac. Catch that, okay? Lee says, "And every time Wendy starts talking like a baby, I hear the jail door close." Lee, she did it. But you're right. Oh my God, between her and Heavenly and the baby voice, child, I can't. I cannot and I will not, okay? D is cracking up. But y'all, comment in the chat. Who do you think is going to be on the season full time next season? I know homegirl Jazzy, she wants to be full time so bad. Baby, you didn't do enough. You ain't got enough. Okay, you ain't gonna make it, sis. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's not for you. Okay, Kay, you just need to go. You're not even a housewife, and you're not even entertaining. Like, you should have stuck to your like being the person that you were in prior seasons. Ooh, sorry, y'all. It's late. It's giving boring. It's giving boring. But yeah, moving on, y'all. Let's go on to the Married to Medicine. We're gonna talk about Married to Medicine. Okay. All right. Can we do that? All right, y'all. We just gonna get into the thing. All right. Oh no, this Candy talking, child. We're gonna get up out of that. Did I save anything for Married to Medicine? Let me look. All right, y'all. Like the video for me real quick, please.
Yeah.
Why the video?
Yeah. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a race. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
All right, y'all. I just want to say, this Brorilla, I'm just tired of her. Okay, I just want her 5 minutes of fame to be done. Not even 15 minutes, to 5 minutes. Okay. All right, let's look at Gizelle. I forgot to show y'all this this post here. It says Gizelle is dating a football player. She was previously dating a congressman. She was in a will dispute against her stepmother, and we saw none of this. And Andy is a key, and let's move on. Stacy's non-relationship with Chris was the focus, though. See? Child. Gizelle and Ashley, especially Jizzy, acting as though they are not as sensitive as Angel and Kay, when we know they've iced people out the group, went to HR, held on to grudges for seasons, blows my mind. Hey, Wendy, you don't remember? Yeah, Wendy is I'm sorry, but Wendy is a pick me too, y'all. Wendy wants to be a part of the crew. She's loving the crew, okay? She wants to be a part. Lee! Tired of Miss Nicka. I am tired of her. Like, please get her off my screen forever. And if I hear another person say 2,500 flat, or try a sandwich or a chicken, a hot something, whatever, I'm done. Done. Cannot. I'm so over it. Yeah, still don't understand why we barely got information about Gizelle fighting for her father's will during the season, because it was boring. Nobody cared. Ordering cheese in front of a lactose intolerant person is literally not and it's not. I'm so glad. Let me say this. If you ain't eating it, fuck you. I have a friend that is deathly allergic to shrimp and crabs. I love crabs and shrimp. Okay. My friend is deathly allergic. Now, I would not order it in front of, because the smell of it, I would kill her. Right. But if I have a friend that is allergic, I also have another friend that's allergic to shellfish, but sometimes she'll still eat shrimp because she like it, and she'll take some Benadryl. But I be like, oh my God, girl, why you got to test your life like this? We too old for this shit. Okay. But I'm not going to if the smell doesn't bother them, I'm going to eat what I want to eat. You being allergic means you don't eat it. I don't understand why Kay tried to make such a big ordeal out of that. That didn't make any fucking sense to me in no shape, form, or fashion. Like, girl, what? Let's keep going. The person who cannot eat dairy simply doesn't touch the dairy on the table. Period. Like, bitch, don't eat it. It's for me. Okay. Stacey and Kiana were throwing some loaded word bombs at each other. That said, Kay did come at Stacey with energy that didn't match the crimes this season. Kiana has even said she was doing the most. So come on now. Yeah, because Kiana, why do you not like Stacey? You have no reason not to like Stacey. Kiana always shutting Angel up. Yeah, because Angel, she went and collected a whole lot of words out of the dictionary to use for this reunion. Now, let me not shade Angel too much, because I actually like Angel. I would love to see Angel on the next season. I do. I want her to not come on the show and try to be up Gizelle's ass. I want her to not be a permanent member of Gizelle's butthole. Okay? Go ahead and get sugared right on off there. Angel did not bring her big podcast energy to this reunion. Would have liked to see her standing on business. Yeah, I would have liked to see it too. But yet you was over here getting carried by Kiana. You're supposed to be your friend. Ashley Miller. I love me some Ashley Miller, y'all. Shout out to her. Ashley Miller tweeted, "No, Kiana, you were being aggressive, doing the fucking most, getting upset, being bothered over Stacey as if she did something personal to you. And I understand colorism and hate when Black women are labeled aggressive, but that unfortunately is how you were acting." Absolutely. And that didn't have anything to do with her color. It just had to do with the content of her character. You a nasty ass, mumbling ass bitch. Period. Conveniently, Ashley doesn't want to. Kempire, shout out to Kempire, y'all. I love me some Kempire too. Conveniently, Ashley doesn't want to talk about her stepdad, John, now that she got backlash for using him as her storyline all season. Yeah, you might as well have went on and finished it out. Because, girl, what? Third King tweets, "It always felt like when someone went against Ashley, no one else in the group saw what they were saying, whether it was Karen, Candace, Wendy, or Stacey saying it. So it pleased me to see multiple people, Stacey, Wendy, and Angel, united to whack her tonight." Yeah, because Ashley, you full of shit. And you ain't even you tried to read Wendy and you ain't even get it right. Talking about 67 social security numbers. Bitch, can't nobody have 67 social security numbers. It was 67 aliases for they said it was credit cards, but she ain't nobody gonna approve her for no 67 damn credit cards. Let's start there and end it there. It was aliases for packages, which I get it because you don't want everybody to know where the fuck y'all live at. Okay. Cool Girl says Tia gagged the fuck out of Jazzy. Oh my God, wrapped her up without taking a breath, dismissed her, and then reminded her of her status on the show and called her a failure. Now, Tia did. She got in Jazzy's ass. Now, Stacey is tagging herself in for the kill, even though she's on the outs with Tia. Oh my God. Yeah, and Stacey and Tia not liking each other is actually a waste. Meredith Bangs, that's funny, says, "I feel like you can tell Andy is annoyed Gizelle doesn't share her dating life on the show after that congressman news dropped." Yeah, Andy is getting tired of Gizelle. So Gizelle, you about to lose favor, honey. Cool Girl says, "Tia kind of serving, see you next Tuesday, packed Jazzy up, laughed in her face and said, 'Let me check my makeup while she's over there crashing out.'" Yeah, and Jazzy, you crashing out and corny. You ain't saying nothing. And she has all this and doing all of that. I'm like, girl, you over here playing housewife. And the housewives don't, that ain't how people act. You just look crazy. Mia 999th lie says, "Ashley saying the group is sensitive now is comical. She got mad because Candace talked about her drinking after she talked about how drunk Monique got." Right, because you all your coronas in tow. Girl, bye. And you talking about people sensitive. Yeah, you're sensitive too. She got mad because Wendy called her man Jack Harlow after commenting on Ray's appearance. Right. Ashley, you full of shit. Cam says, "I wonder if Gizelle was threatening to expose Karen's drinking when she said Karen didn't want her to start speaking her truth." Huh? Child, Karen, you better not be out here drinking all goddamn ready. Echo says, yes, Wendy with the receipts. So yeah, Kay clearly decided to start a beef with Wendy for a storyline. She definitely did, because it made absolutely no sense from the start on that park bench. Reality Asshole says Ashley humiliated Josh, but she needs a storyline and she knows he's willing to film. She's going to use that man until she finds another sucker who wants to be on camera, period. And wasn't she dating a former football player too? Clinton Portis or something like that? Kempire says, Lord, not Kiana chin checking Angel again in this reunion and did. Okay, woo, I can't watch those two because of the secondhand embarrassment. Yeah, because ain't no way my friend gonna sit here and check and try to check me. Lost it. The Third King says, you see how Angel jumped in there to defend Kiana? She never did that for Angel. You see how Angel jumped in there to defend Kiana. Basically saying Kiana never did that for Angel. Also, let's point out that Kay low-key snapped at Angel with that I can speak to it myself. Yeah, Kiana is not Angel's friend. And not, I think at this point, Kiana is fighting for her place on the show, and she's willing to sacrifice her friendship with Angel, which is fucked up. Dustin Cone says, not with your history. Stacey Rush practicing calling Ashley Darby classless that a politician would never date. With QVC smile and spin, period. Because Ashley, girl, what? Ain't no politician dating you. All right, y'all. We're gonna stop sharing our screen and we're gonna talk about married to the fools in the medicine, okay? And that's gonna be a real quick situation. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about that real quick okay. Let me get to y'all. Let me get to y'all comments. I think we already read that one. Hey Shay, yes, if Stacey would have ate Gizelle, Karen, and Ashley up, Karen got her nerves calling anybody a liar. I think we read that one, yes. Lee also says Monique for sure don't want Chris, but she coming on here being messy, mentioning Chris. What did she think was going to happen? She put herself in court. She know Chris was going to see the BS, she said. Exactly. But Chris, like, just ignore her. Live your life and, keep slim. I don't know. Lee says, and every time Wendy starts talking like a baby, I hear that. Okay, we read that too. Did I read all this? Let me get on down here. Oh, D says, I don't think Wendy is a pick-me. I think she wants to get along to keep her spot. I think so too, but I think that people feel like you have to have all this designer stuff and you got to do. I think they have a poor perception of what it takes to remain on this show. That's what I think. D says, seriously, kids are responsible for their allergies at 5 years old. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. PBE is in the building. What's up, friend? She says, hey, friend, glad to catch you live. Yes. How you bees? Thank you so much for hopping on in, sis. Okay. D says, Angel is a fraud. She's not a Colorado hiking cowboy like she pretends to be. Child. The way that they done slighted her business. Ooh. Now, I still want to go and try out her business because I said I was going to take my husband to Colorado because we were going to go there for his 40th, but we didn't end up going because I had rented a house here for all of his friends to be there so everybody could just drive to one central location. But I think I'm still going to take him to Colorado. Maybe we'll try out her excursions, okay? We'll see. I'll let y'all know. D says, I love Ashley Miller too. Yes, I love me some Ashley Miller, child. Okay. Because she always like, and bitch, because this is I love her. Lee says, Angel ain't got no backbone and she raped too long. She takes too long to say what she got to say. And in my hustle and flow voice, push that shit out. Angel wants to present as something she isn't. That's why Kay dogs her. Yeah, well, if you letting Kiana dog you, then you deserve to be walked. Okay, on 2 leashes, because that ain't no way I'm gonna let Mumbles dog walk me. That's dead. Okay, ain't never gonna be alive. Okay, no way. Kiana over here sounding like Muttley. You got me fucked up. Okay, completely, absolutely the freak not. No man Pam. Okay, so y'all, moving on. That's Kiana. I'm gonna find some audio of how Muttley sound. I really am. But y'all, let's get on to Married to the Damn Medicine, okay? Married to Medicine, y'all, sorry, not sorry, is extremely boring. For people to have so much disdain for Heavenly, Toya sure loves to keep her in the fold. Toya don't have shit to talk about. Toya is rude as hell to her husband, okay? Toya is the reason she puts Eugene in the shit, okay? She puts Eugene in the shit. That's what she does. Toya hates on all of the women on here. She is the chronic person trying to keep up with, she is the epitome of trying to keep up with the Joneses. Toya is miserable. Okay. Toya wants somebody, she wants a man to come and wrap his hands around her neck, throw her on the bed, and give it to dick her down real good. That's what she wants. Toya wants somebody to be disrespectful. She likes that shit. She likes to argue. She's miserable. And I agree with Dr. Mimi. Dr. Mimi is a professional, and she's had Toya pegged from the day that she walked on the scene with the gangster lean. Okay? Period. She's the only one that's calling Toya out on her shit. Now, Simone, you sit up here and make all these excuses for Toya, but you was the same motherfucker calling her broke and all this shit years ago, telling her she was saying she was irresponsible. Everything that everybody else is saying, you were saying it. But now that y'all ace boom coons, it's all right. Toya is all that, and you got her running the couples trip when her marriage is in shambles. Eugene is unhappy. I wouldn't blame him if he was fucking them nurses at the hospital, and I ain't playing. I don't think no woman deserves to be cheated on, but damn it, Eugene, if you fucking the nurses at the hospital, listen, high five to you, sir, because your wife is a bitch. She's annoying. Sorry, not sorry. That whole interview with Carlos King, y'all, I was in shambles. I wanted to come through the screen. Carlos gave Toya several opportunities to say that her husband, she's attracted to her husband, his dick ain't little, all this stuff. But she jumps to the chance to talk shit about her husband all the time. Toya, you are the reason why people talk shit about your husband on this show. And Eugene, you do act like a bitch when it comes to Toya. Now, I don't bit more believe than the man in the moon that man is cussing her ass out in the house. I don't believe that. She tried to make it seem like, oh, Eugene got a mouth on him. Yeah, he's probably defending himself from your passive aggressive bullshit that you do. You want the man to be home all the time, but you make him miserable. I don't even know why. I would drive 4 hours to go to work and stay there for the whole week to be away from you. Why the fuck would I want to come home and deal with this mouthy bitch always talking shit about these motherfuckers on this damn show? And you want me to be a messy bitch with you and get into women's business and arguments. Now, Eugene, you're constantly trying to have conversations with Damon, and Damon is like, baby, I don't wear panties. I wear boxer briefs. I don't want to get into these nitpicky ass arguments like these women do. I don't got no fucking time for that. And stop coming to me wanting me to chastise my wife. Okay? Because you're not going to get your wife under wraps. Toya gets in the midst of conversations. Simone and Heavenly were trying to heal what they had going on. And she constantly jumping in because Toya she loves to have discord all the time. She loves it. She loves chaos. She don't want nobody to get along because her ass is fucking miserable. And Toya, you better pray that this show don't never end, sis, because you're gonna be one miserable ass bitch, and you're gonna be right back into that original house that y'all lived in. I hope you still got it. Or you might have had to sell it because you keep on moving house to house, and it's more and more every time you fucking move, which makes no goddamn sense. I don't fuck with Toya. I'm sorry. I think she's annoying. I think that she is materialistic. I think that she doesn't make any sense. You are doing the Met Gala. You never contributed. Your husband is a whole fucking doctor, but you never contributed financially to the Met Gala. Never. You never contributed financially to it. But now that you in charge, you can't even get nobody to goddamn donate. You underestimated what it took to put on this charity event. You talked all this shit. Now you want the self-same person that you talked all the shit about, Heavenly. Now you want her to come in and help save it. I agreed with Quad when she said maybe we should treat you the way that you did us. Let you feel a little something. Because Toya full of shit and drama. She thrives off of drama. Grow up. I've never seen it. And Toya actually is starting to look old. She really is. I think all the negativity and the drama, she might need to go. I don't know. She stopped getting Botox or something, but it's all showing in her face. It really is. Miserable. I don't think that Toya is attracted to Eugene. I think that Toya treats him bad because I don't believe that Toya really wants to be with Eugene. I think Toya wants got a rough neck, gotta get a rough neck. I think she thinks that that's going to be better, that's going to be cool for her. And then she going to get in that relationship and she going to miss Eugene. She going to realize that she fucked up. And then Eugene going to remarry and he going to be with one of them damn doctors or nurses at the job. And he's going to realize, hey, women actually can be nice to me. Wow. I don't have to be with a bitch wife that talks shit about me and gets me in unnecessary arguments with other women and embarrasses me in front of my friends and on national TV telling people my dick is whack, but constantly trying to put it off on Heavenly. See, the thing is, Toya, Heavenly wouldn't have any ammunition or anything to say if you didn't bring it up first. You are the one you are Eugene's biggest op. It's you. You. And even your kids read the hell out of you. They don't be wanting to hear none of that shit you talking. Now, Brandy, I'm gonna go ahead and move through the cast members real quick on this one. Brandy, baby, I'm gonna need to see something from you. Your husband that came on a trip for a couple hours and then y'all going home. Like, what's happening here? You're just kind of like a filter at this point. You're just like here. And but you're not talking, you're not doing, you haven't done anything since your husband paid for all of y'all to have dinner for your birthday. I haven't really seen you do anything. I haven't seen you talking. There was that one little interaction about, the voting for Heavenly and this, that, and the third. And Heavenly, let me get on to you because Brandy, sorry, you cute, but you ain't got shit going on. Heavenly, stop trying to do the most where it comes to, if Toya don't want to vote for your ass, then fuck her. Move on. You got so many other people that can vote for you. It doesn't matter if Toya votes for you or not. You keep on like sticking and moving where it comes to Toya. Who gives a shit about her vote? Get another vote from somebody else. Okay? But you up here cussing in front of the children at the medical mission. Like, are you okay? Is you cool? Because that was very unprofessional. It's Dr. Damon, okay? Listen, okay? Eeyore. That's Dr. Damon. Miss Dr. Eeyore, okay? Heavenly does the little she shrinks herself and does the little baby voice around you so that you won't get angry with her and correct her for her foolishness, right? I believe that you're sick of her shit too. I believe you're sick of her shit too. Heavenly, you are arguing with these. I would have sunk into my friend role this season. You are sinking your teeth into all the drama and you're a friend. I would not be giving these bitches of my time. You're sinking your teeth into too much drama and you're doing too much. You need to chill out and relax. Go do your campaign trail and knock it off. Seriously. Full of shit. Cut the shit. Simone, you sat up here and said that I forgot who she said, for one, should know that anything. Oh, was it Mimi? Because Mimi said something about Toya. And she said, for one, Mimi should know by now anything that's said on here, we're all going to know. Well, bitch, you told Heavenly that you were upset about what's going on with your husband and your sons. So we saw that too. But you proceeded to get pissed off at Heavenly because she talked about it. So the rules just don't go for you. It's just for Mimi. So Mimi should understand that if she says some shit about Toya, it's inevitable. It's going to come out. But you can say some shit on camera to Heavenly, but Heavenly supposed to somehow keep it a secret. Meanwhile, everybody saw you getting mad at your husband and your son over them using the fuck out of you and your wallet, drowning you at the purse strings. Oh, okay. Why is Heavenly held to so much of a different standard than everybody else? Y'all don't have shit going on, so y'all just go. It's an easy target to go argue with Heavenly. But Heavenly, you've created yourself as the common denominator of the bullshit. You allow these women to use you as a dagger because you're immature in ways and don't know how to control your fucking self. You fly off the handle and get crazy over stupid shit. Angel, what are you doing with this man? This man should not be coming on trips. He came on this trip thinking, I'm pretty sure he thought that this was going to be a booty call. His face sunk when you said, oh, I'm going to call them and tell them to get you to your own room. He was looking like, I ain't going to be in the room with you. Then he comes on the trip acting oblivious to the fact that it's a couple's trip. That man came there to fuck on you and go back home. He wanted to fuck on you in paradise and go on back home. He's not trying to be in a relationship with you. He's wasting your fucking time. And there is no way that I'm going to be friend, fam, or foe with a motherfucker for 10 goddamn years and I ain't getting nothing out of it. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. Leave him alone. Go find you somebody else. You said yourself there's not a shortage of men that's trying to get after you. Get active and leave that man. Uh-huh. You're holding out for him because you want him to ask you to be his girlfriend. No, fuck that. That man don't want you. He don't want you in the way that you want him to want you. Move on. Move on. Quad and King. Quad, it's very obvious this man doesn't like you. There was something recently like she's saying, oh, he's acting like that because I rejected his proposal. I don't bit more believe that man proposed to her than the man in the moon. King realized that Quad is fucking annoying. Quad, you're annoying. Sorry, not sorry. You do the Martin Luther King voice. You go on and on about shit. You act like a fucking know-it-all. You're dramatic. It's a lot. You're a lot. And he just gave you the drama, the diva drama back that you gave him. He wasn't extremely sold by the fact that you can cook and you got a nice body. He's annoyed by you. You annoy him. And I could see it all on his face. I knew that this was going to happen. Now, that's not okay. It's not okay the way that he talks to Quad. He should have went on skip to Malou, my darling, and ski-daddled the fuck out of here with his long forehead ass. Okay? You know Quad is annoying. She talk too fucking much. She do too goddamn much. Leave her alone. You wanted to be on TV. We ain't dumb. But good fucking riddance. And Quad, I don't think you wanted to have no baby. Because if you wanted to have a baby, you would have had one by now. And it ain't have to be with Greg. You would have had a baby with some damn body else. Or you would have froze your eggs or something if it was that important to you before you turn 40. Quad, you full of shit. And I do believe that you hijacked them people's storyline. Moving on. Who else on here? Contessa. Contessa is weird to me. She's crazy. She's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and I think she's fake as fuck. She's a true, I believe Contessa got to be a Gemini, and no shade to the Geminis, but she is the true depiction of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. fucking Hyde. That doesn't mean that all Geminis are like that, okay? But she's fake. She is extremely fake. 1 minute she want to hug on you and this, that, and the third, and then you cussing somebody out. She just gives me a fake ass woman energy, just fake. It's not nothing authentic about her. She's over the top with shit. She's just fake. I can't, and I won't. Who else? Jackie is Jackie. Jackie's giving nothing. It's giving nothing. And that's it. Ain't shit going on that show too. And that's it, y'all. Let me get to y'all comments, and then I'm gonna take my ass to bed because child work been kicking my ass. Okay, been kicking my ass, y'all. Angel ain't. Oh, wait a minute. Why my thing go away? Why the thing go away, child? Angel ain't got no backbone. She waited too long to say what she gotta say in my hustle. Okay, we read that. Sandra Cullum says, tell it like it is, Shay. Listen, that's all I know how to do, friend. Okay, that's all I know how to do. Monty White Joy says, or Jay says, why is Jazzy recording people not come up? Probably because they full of shit, or it's boring. Unless she gonna produce the recordings, it's hearsay. She say it's hearsay. Unless she gonna produce it. They said some juicy shit. Like, it ain't worth it. And also, what the hell was they really going? What were you looking for in these recordings? What were you really looking for? I think that's what Monty was really asking. What was Jazzy really looking for? Them women ain't got shit going on in their life. That's why they attacking daggone Stacy, because they ain't got shit going on. So I know they ain't talking about shit in them recordings. They all whack. And Jazzy took the fucking bait to be mad at Stacy right along with them. She wants to be on this show so bad that she gonna join them in their foolishness. Stacy came to your damn wedding. And let's go ahead and dead the whole situation. Stacy only came to my wedding because everybody else was coming to my wedding. No, you asked Stacy to be in your wedding, and she said she couldn't give you that commitment because she was starting her new business. Now, she said that she was more than willing to be a guest. Now, Stacy, I don't know why you didn't bring that up again. You incriminate your own damn self. You make yourself look like a liar. D says, Heavenly don't want nothing healed. She does the same thing over and over. If she leaves, I might watch again. Not if she leave, I'll watch again. But that's okay, friend. I know you don't fuck with Heavenly. Lee says, I feel like Toya just publicly creating reasons to cheat on Eugene. Exactly. But we ain't having it because, girl, you just rude to the man. She thinks because she makes more than him now and that she looks good, that she could be having an attractive man fucking her, not Eugene. Right. And these other men, they going to see that personality and how shitty she is. They going to give her the dick. They going to throw the Dougie on her real quick and be up out of there. Okay? All she good for is slapping shoes. Ain't no man going to put up with that mouth tonic she got going on. That is a mouthful of crusades, okay? It's too much. Ain't no man trying to be arguing with her, old as she is, okay? Lisa says she is for sure unhappy with Eugene, and I agree. D says, Shay, you know Heavenly is not okay. No, Heaven, listen, I'll admit, I like Heavenly, but is Heavenly right all the time? No, no. But I see through Heavenly's shenanigans. I think that Heavenly is just so tart, and people have not, they just can't see the forest for the trees. But I know I see through Heavenly shit. I see through her shit. I do. Lee says Heavenly literally has diarrhea of the mouth. Like, girl, why is you cursing in front of these kids? Right, girl, because what? What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did somebody gift 10 members? Wow. Thank you so much. Cole BHHS 92 gifted 10 shayreneeonline memberships. Wow. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is so awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Awesome. Shout out to the people that were. Oh, Lee was gifted with a membership. Yes, Lee. All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much. D says, hold on, it ain't letting me click on nothing, child. Lee says Quad is a fraud, in my opinion. The relationship is never real. Yeah, I don't think it was either. I don't think it was like that deep. I just think Quad is just too damn much. Oh, my friend is in here. Oh shit, hold on, y'all. I can't see the damn screen. My screen went off. Can y'all still see me? Well, I don't know if you can or not. Hold on. I don't know how to work my own shit, y'all. Hold on. Here we go. Brittany Janae is in the building. She says, hey, my beautiful Cancer sis in chat. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for joining me, sis, on this late night show. Child, why is my screen keep on jumping over damn MacBook? Everything is swipe on this thing. What is it, like the 4-finger thing? I'm like, oh, I can't get used to it. Lee says, hey, Brittany Janae. Brittany says, hey, boo. Lee says, I can't click on shit. I couldn't imagine being Quad friend, let alone be a child, let alone being her man and having a baby with her. She is too fucking dramatic. I could see her being the baby mama from hell. Right. Okay. Sheesh. A hot mess. Okay. A hot freaking mess. Lee thanks Cole BHHS 92 for the membership. Wow, that is so sweet of you, Cole BHHS 92. I really appreciate you. Linnell Soller is in the building. She says, what's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. All right, y'all. That's all I got for Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine. I'm pretty much over it. Married to Medicine, just come on with the reunion, because I'm sick of Simone being angry at people because her husband is foolish and don't love her the way that she wants to be loved, and she laughs off shit when she really is angry with him. And Cecil is lazy. All he wants to do is go play golf and go drink in the basement and go over the boys' house and clean up. He don't give a fuck about how Simone feels. And they just sitting around the house making jokes about her unhappiness. And bitch, just keep on laughing, because we laughing at you at this point. Period. You like it, I fucking love it. Brittany Janae says all them heifers seem unhappy on that show. Yeah. Now Heavenly might be she might be happy with her man child, but I mean, at this point, I don't put shit past none of them hoes, okay? Not a goddamn thing. But y'all, that's it. I ain't got no damn more, okay? I am going to get on here and post my video from my step class today. They did an amazing job. Yeah. Tomorrow's my last class of the week. I have events to plan. I have so much going on. I need to do my hair. I'm going out of town this weekend. It's a lot, y'all. I'm trying to get myself to do these 6:30 lives in the morning. I promise you I'm going to get there. I'm trying to get up, but I be up late and then I'm trying to get up and work out, child. I'm trying to balance my life, okay? Bear with me. Just bear with me, y'all. But y'all, if ain't nobody tell you they love you today, always know I do. Thank y'all so much for watching. A special shout out again to Cole BHHS92 for gifting not one, not two, but 10 shayreneeonline memberships. Awesome, awesome. We love you. God will bless you. Okay. All right, y'all. Like up the video, comment in the chat. Let me know what you think about these characters and the foolishness. Why Gizelle ain't get no package? Why you think Andy ain't give her no package? Okay. What's up with the girls on Married to Medicine? Is this season a flop to you? Was Potomac a flop? What can we do to make the show better, y'all? All right. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.